So the last time I briefly talked about how we fall into the trap of trying to address the sense of incompleteness and insecurity within ourselves by seeking perfection in ourselves, by seeking approval of others, by chasing material and visible goals, and how that's a mirage. So today I want to share with you 4 steps that we can take to fill this vacuum and heal our emotional self. To start with, we need to build greater self-acceptance and deeper self-love. You see, ordinarily we tend to judge ourselves all the time and focus on what's lacking within us. Instead, we need to cultivate deeper and unconditional love for ourselves. And this unconditional love doesn't mean that we start believing that we are perfect, but simply that we are enough and lovable the way we are. And in this regard, practicing positive affirmations on a regular basis can be reassuring to our emotional self. The second step to consider is to stop comparing ourselves with others. Because comparing ourselves with others is really demeaning to our emotional self. And we do it all the time to ourselves and even to our loved ones. Instead, we need to recognize and celebrate our own and everyone else's uniqueness, without feeling anyone to be inferior or superior. The third important step to validate and affirm our emotional self is to follow our intrinsic goals. Goals that allow us to make our life to be a true expression of who we really are. So we live our core values, follow our heart in our professional pursuits, discover and follow our life's true purpose. Because doing all of that not only makes us happier and more fulfilled, but really nurtures our heart and affirms our emotional self. Lastly, we need to understand and eventually realize our true nature, how we are already complete, whole and enough the way we are right now. Irrespective of hitting that milestone or getting that promotion or whether our child goes to the right university or not. To comprehend who we really are beyond this physical form, beyond the body, mind, thoughts and emotions, and connect with our true spiritual self, the everlasting awareness. And by the way, the sense of completeness that we may experience from these steps doesn't make us complacent. It's just that we follow our goals for the right reasons. We set objectives not so that we can feel complete, but because they are deeply meaningful to us. And engaging with these ideas to effectively address that sense of incompleteness and insecurity within us is very much a part of what Inside Out leadership is about.